Shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right. And it's another quick impromptu about the times that we're embarking upon, which is the end of days. All right. One sec. Yeah, so real quick, just giving an example, all right, of how the mirth is going out of the land, right? And we'll get that scripture. I'll get that scripture, but a couple of weeks ago, at the beginning of the year, seeing what happened in New Orleans, all right, brothers gave exhortations and warnings about going out into large crowds and so on and so forth, right? It's not the same world, all right, of prior times, okay? Back in the days, all right, I grew up in the 80s, all right, and things were a little bit more lenient, fun. You could do certain things, one of the things that we used to do in the 80s was hang out at malls. And now we see that malls are disintegrating right in front of our eyes. Okay. Malls aren't a thing like they used to be in the past. There's no stores in them. All right. It's just like basically it's a whole building with 1 or 2 stores or 3 stores in it at most that people go visit. Got the food court, which is the only thing that's in full operation. This only happens when I press play. I'm fine the whole time, but call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. When I press play, I get all choked up. All the mucus in my body wants to come out. Satan, man, But hey, I'm still gonna push through. But yeah, let's get to the scriptures, man. And then I'll bring out the story. And you can't put it on your kids anymore. You can't say, "Oh well, I wanted to do this for my kids." If you were smart, you'll stay far from certain places. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain venues that you might want to go to. Let's get this Salaki. I'm gonna show you why. This is Isaiah 24:11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." Okay. So what we're doing out in the streets now, I'm talking about the men of the Lord. All right. The hopeful elect, Lord will, we are those men. And GMS and affiliate camps and so on and so forth, pushing the word in truth and sincerity, okay? Rightly dividing the word of truth, okay? Lord will, we are those men. But that's what we're doing. We're out here telling people and warning people, the nation of Israel, first and foremost, and then the rest of the nations, what's going to be their downfall, okay? And like I'm saying, just a couple of weeks ago, man, brothers was like, if you if you can avoid large venues and staying out of places where there's large groups of people, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, and you know, Doge, they come together with these plans or whatever, but what they're doing is they're seemingly cutting people's pharmaceuticals out of their health plans, so to speak. Okay, and when I say that, I mean a lot of people, they need psych meds. Okay, and that's coming off. All right, they won't be able to gain those psych meds. All right, from their healthcare providers anymore. So let me read this story, man. A little portion of it. Salaki. And we don't know. We don't know why. But things are going to get rolling in the wrong way, so to speak. It says, mother killed with zombie knife in front of young child at carnival court told. Okay. A woman was fatally stabbed with a zombie knife in front of her 3-year-old daughter during Notting Hill Carnival Family Day. A court has heard. Okay. The carnival was in full swing on the afternoon of Sunday, August 25th, last year. All right, so it actually happened last year. All right, but this is a good example. All right, of a woman just going to have fun with a kid. Okay, where Sharon Maximin, 32, was caught up in the truly shocking violence. The Old Bailey was told. Shaquille Thibault, okay, 20, allegedly stabbed Miss Maximin in the groin with a large zombie-style knife with her young daughter close by. Prosecutor Ed Brown, KC, said moments before he stabbed her, Maximin Shaquille Thibault carried out an equally horrifying attack on a man who was already retreating from him. And from his knife, he was lucky. Okay? Thibault is on a trial accused of Miss Maximin's murder. The attempt murder of a 20-year-old Ajee Isaac and having an offensive weapon. Salaki. His older brothers Sheldon and Shaheen Thibault are alongside him in the dock, accused of violent disorder and assaulting PC Oliver Mort, who tried to intervene. On Tuesday's jury viewed police body-worn video of the fast-paced incident in Gilbourne Road. Mr. Brown said a disturbance began at about 5:48 between the defendants and at least 2 other males close to where Miss Maximin was standing with her group. Okay, the crowd parted as Sheldon and Shaeen Thibault allegedly got into a physical confrontation with the males, prompting PC Mort to step in to break it up. Sheldon Thibault was holding a stun gun as the pair hit out at the officer, it was alleged. Meanwhile, Shaquille Thibault thrust a huge, knife repeatedly towards Mr. Isaac's stomach, only missing him because the victim drew back, the court heard. Shalaki. Mr. Brown said he lunged with the knife directly at Ajee Isaac's torso, and repeatedly so. Ajee Isaac tried to grab hold of Shaquille Thibault's arms, and in those moments, and they are just moments, recoiled away from the knife. The knife, with no thanks to the first defendant, just missed him, and only by a very closest of margins, which what would have happened had he not instinctively record pulling his stomach away from him from the knife does not need any imagination. You see that Cher Maxime had been knocked to the ground in the immediate events as Ajit Isaac recoiled from Shaquille's knife. And Shaquille's, I tell you, boy, you could tell Jake, man, in his efforts to save himself from the knife attack, Isaac had come into contact with Cher. It is clear that she had simply got caught up in the events. Shaquille stumbled over the ladies sitting down, included Cher, but instead himself on the hoarding. Cher Maxime, in those moments, grabbed hold of Shaquille Thibault's coat, pulled it, and managed to get partially to her feet. She appeared to attempt to strike out with her hand at Shaquille, who, of course, was holding that knife in his hand. Cher Maxime took a step towards him and at the same time appeared to raise her right leg at him. At that moment, Shaquille Thibault raised the knife directly towards Cher Maxime and deliberately stabbed her in the groin. Okay, so this woman is in the middle of men affairs, right? I guess her brothers were fighting these guys, okay? And she's gonna call herself jumping in the fray as well, okay? Which, that's why we saying, stay out of these group settings, man. You know, and these women, these days, they think that they're men. Nothing, when the man is amped up off of adrenaline and all that, you know, unless the woman had the weapon in her hand or whatever the case may be, okay, or your name is Clarice Shields or some shit like that, which is far and few in between women that can do that, okay, few and far in between women, they practice martial arts, maybe jiu-jitsu, or whatever the case may be. If you have skill level like that, then hey, so be it. But your strength can never match a man's strength, especially off of adrenaline, okay? So it's just best that you just move the F out the way, man, okay? Because you can end up in a circumstance like this lady, all right? Let's look at what a zombie knife looks like, okay? Salaki said the zombie knife, also known as a zombie killer knife or a zombie slayer knife, the type of coordinate knife or blade weapon inspired by zombie films and TV series, okay? And there you have it. That's what the knife looked like, okay? Or a particular knife in that case, okay? Serrated edge on top, okay? Fixed blade, okay, weapon. And she got cut by one of these, all right? But that's why we say, stay out of these type of venues, all right? Don't be around too many people. Don't be in a place where all these people gather. You don't know the mindset of these people, man. And we're encroaching on the time of Jacob's trouble, the end of days, all right, of Esau's rulership. And these people are stressed out in a major way, man, okay? In a major way, these people are stressed out to the utmost, okay? And it's just going to get worse from here on out, all right? When you look at what's going on in the world, we're going to start seeing more and more of these incidents happening because, as we know it, Klaus Schwab said that we have to prepare for angrier times, okay? More angrier people. And look, job losses at a high. Food can't get put on the table. Women and men can't find love. All right? By today's standards in the world, you know? It's hard to get a what's that, a mate, so to speak. You got to be on already on 1,000, so to speak. And when I say that, I'm just saying like with money, cars, you know, uh, handed it out to females. When you get with a mate, if you're a male in these days, you got to be prepared to just shell out money and you get nothing in return but lip service. Okay, so that's one thing that can cause a fray. Like I said, job loss automatically. You're not able to pay bills. You're losing your home. You're losing sleep due to bills and shit like that, man. You know, people they're on edge, man. You know, and then there's nothing that they can do about it because that's the way that Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai wants it. All right. And it's going to continue in that way. This place is spiraling out of control. All right. But Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are of the hopeful elect, man, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time. You know, we got the Lord in our corner. Okay. And that's what we have to keep our mental and spiritual attached to. Okay. We're not losing. The world is losing. The world is going to lose. It's going to lose in every way possible. All right. But getting back to the story at hand, you know, you go out to these venues and you're going to encounter these type of people, man. Just like the other day, I was walking down the street and, you know, a YN by himself. Of course, he was taller than me. I'm only 5'7". This guy is probably like 6'2". But he's a YN. He's a little YN. You know what I'm saying? You can tell. He got the dreads, got on them goddamn skinny ass sweatpants, and got on a pair of Crocs. And it's wintertime here in Boston, okay? So I moved onto the other side of the sidewalk. What this idiot do? He moves right in front of me. Wanting to show his you know, in the animal kingdom, you know, his dominance when there's nobody around. Okay, I'm 47. This dude look like he's in his 17, 18 years old. But be that as it may, you know, they're gonna try the wrong person, and they think it's all right to do that. You know. And these people, they just, you know, it's going to be more and more stupider people that come down the pipe. Let me get this scripture and that'll be it, man. I don't want to ramble too long, but we got to be circumspect in these days, man. Okay, let me get this. That lady should have let them fight. And took her ass home, but hey, she got in the middle of the fray. Only when I turned on the camera. Shalaki Brothers and Akwaf. It's Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay? So this is what's, you know, basically this is what's coming down the pipe, man. You know, and this is another one. Let me see if I can find the picture. Salaki. There's another one right here. Florida man that killed somebody with an axe and ate their brains and eyes has been released after spending 10 plus years in the state's most secure psychiatric hospital. This dude is still on one, man. His eyes is empty. Okay? This is one of them spirits that the Lord created for vengeance. And it's going to be a lot more of them, man. A lot more of them. So, brothers, stay circumspect on your daily walk. Okay? Keep the Lord close by through prayer. You know what I'm saying? And ask that them angels be round about you. You know, and your family as well. You know, because it's gonna get it's gonna get turned up around here, man. Okay. And, you know, you do your little 1-2. You learn how to defend yourself. You know, that's what I would say. Defend yourself at all costs, because it's just gonna get more and more deadlier as time goes on. Okay. And people have no clue about what's going on, really. Okay, you got people that's just gonna be a terror onto people that don't know how to use their uh their mind when it comes to have control over their emotions. All right, when they're out on their day to day, walk, so to speak. You know, so it's a lot going on. But hey, I just wanted to bring out that story. You know, fun times is over, man. Stay your ass in the house. Okay, if you cherish what safety is, stay put at home, man. Stop trying to jet set all around the place. Stop trying to be a part of every type of scene that's out here. Watch the game at home. Don't go to cause I was a person that used to go to the games, man. Celtics games and so on and so forth. And this year I'm not doing any of that shit, man. I'm staying my ass right in the house because of people like this. Okay, so hey, word to the wise, man. Wise counsel. Okay, you you heard it from GMS and affiliates of GMS. All right, the Murph is gone. It's no need to travel outside around groups of people at these type of events, because it's going to be more chaos and mayhem that ensue, just like at New Year's night, okay, in New Orleans, 2025, okay. So with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.